Good afternoon. It is Wednesday, July 11th. Got off work, a bit early today. It was nice. So I went home. I've been doing some just vlog editing, continuing what I was working on yesterday. But rather than just do same old, etc., etc., I'm like, well, what do I want to do with my day? I got a little bit of extra time today. I know what I want to do. I want to go see a movie. So I'm going to go see a movie. And hopefully, Jurassic World, I think is it Lost Kingdom? Yeah, I think so. Anyways, so I'm headed to the theater to see that. Actually, not the theater I normally go to. Which I'm actually ironically, about to pass. I have to pass this theater, but the theater I normally go to, I missed the previous couple showings. And so I look at the next one, and the next showing is like 3:30, and it's like 12:40 right now. I'm like, okay, well, I could do that. I could just work on stuff, but I'm like, I'd rather get to the movie so I have that accomplished and don't, because the later in the day when I go see a movie, the more stressful it is for me. At this point, I go see it, easy peasy. I get out and I still have plenty of day left. It's easier for me. So I'm actually having to pass the theater right now and go to one of the AMC theaters, which of course, whatever, Movie Pass works with whatever, so no problem. But it is about an extra 10-minute drive. Oh well. 10-minute drive in order to go see a movie that fits with my schedule instead of having to wait an extra 2.5 hours. I'll take it. Just saw Jurassic World. Alright, so I just got out of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. 4 out of 5. Yeah, definitely. Good movie. Really enjoyed it. I forget his name. Is it Jaden or Jordan Smith? The guy, the first movie I saw him in was Every Day. And then he shows up in here, I'm like, hey! I'm like, that's cool. But yeah, it's 4 out of 5, very good. And obviously, moving forward, I'm going into spoilers if you haven't seen the movie. But I think I only saw Jurassic World, like the 4th movie, one time. So my and obviously this is more of a direct sequel to that and loose ties to earlier film. But so, there were some things that were loose, but I recall there being kind of a thread of some sort of, these could be weaponized, and that was like the plot of this movie, was basically trying, the idea behind it was, there's environmentalists and they're trying to save the dinosaurs. And, and so they're basically bad guys using save the dinosaurs people that they need to, as that's their excuse, really, when they just want to get the dinosaurs off the island. The island is exploding, by the way. But they're doing so because they want to auction off and genetically create new dinosaurs for war or sport hunting or whatever it may be. And so, bad guys plan, make a lot of money. Fine. And they have, of course, the genetic manipulation where they're creating a new dinosaur between a velociraptor and the whatever they called the genetic already mutant that they created in the last movie. Oy, they didn't learn their lesson. Anyways, the big plot point, of course, is old guy that's like friend of Hammond's, because Hammond is gone and so he can't, God rest him, but so I feel like it was a character created to fill that role that couldn't otherwise be there. Sort of the partner in the genetic work. And it's his, granddaughter that you find out during the movie, and she herself finds out during the movie. She's a clone. Essentially, the idea, that they're stressing through the movie is, okay, once you've opened this can of worms of this whole dinosaur creation thing, I mean, really, what comes next? What can be done? Well, they show this basically. I don't remember half the characters' names, and more than half the characters' names in this movie. That is a flaw the movie did have. None of the characters. I mean, like you think of, the old one. I remember Hammond. I remember, you know, Ian Malcolm. I remember, you know, Grant. This one, not so much. Anyways, and this one, I remember Blue. Blue had a memorable name. I think I have a friend named Blue, so I guess that's it. But, you find out basically that this guy's daughter had died, and being someone with the technology to do so, he cloned her. He's got like this big mansion and this whole like laboratory underneath it. So it's apparently where the first dinosaurs were made before they got the island and all that. And it's the facility which the second half to 2/3 of the movie takes place at. Basically, it's where all of the dinosaurs that in the early part of the movie they rescued off of the island get taken to, and it's where they're doing the auction, and it's where things, you know, where all hell breaks loose and the dinosaurs get out and attack everybody. Ultimately, yeah, it was cool, and a lot of the plot bits are same things we've seen in new locations. You got whatever, the guy from Every Day. His character is doing the whole I'm rebooting computer systems hacky guy, and that just feels Jurassic Park from like the original movie. And you got, you know, security systems, and it just had a very Jurassic Park feel to it, and so I'd say they did pretty good. Pretty good. They did a good job of not feeling like they were being too hand-holdy with the, you know, we're doing genetic manipulation, we're not doing this legally, we're, you know, and then I'm betraying you, I know what you're doing and not what you're doing, you know, I'm supposed to be managing this estate, but really I'm murdering the guy, you know, all of that. You can kind of follow it pretty well, and so but they didn't feel too hand-holdy, and so I felt they did pretty good with that. And near the end-ish of the film, there was a point where I'm like, are they really going to tie this up so much that we can't have a sequel, or where you really have to start from scratch to make a sequel? Because theoretically, all of the dinosaurs on the island, dinosaurs on the island are dead. Exploded, volcano-y bits, boom, 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 dead. So the only dinosaurs we have left are ones that get created new, and the ones that were taken off of the island. And so at the end, I'm like, is it really going to be gone? And essentially the way they end the movie is all of those dinosaurs are released into Northern California. Yeah. I'm like, and you know, and they get, you know, Ian Malcolm doing his whole little spiel at the end, and he's all like, welcome to Jurassic World. Almost like taking the play on the last, you know, the previous movie before this was called Jurassic World, basically Disney World, but with dinosaurs. You know, Disney World, Jurassic World, like sort of that naming scheme. This one is almost the idea of it's Jurassic World because the dinosaurs are out. We now have to deal with this. You know, you may have lived in a state where there are, you know, pumas or, you know, mountain lions or you know, there are wild animals. Well, now include amongst them, particularly if you're in Northern California, I guess, dinosaurs. Because there's dinosaurs now. Which means that if they do a sequel, I guess, could it just be anywhere and dinosaurs attack? Or, I mean, I'm not really sure. But it definitely has a interesting feel to it at the end where there are dinosaurs now. They're in Northern California. So I'm kind of interested to see what a sequel might be. But again, to summarize, I really enjoyed the movie. I like the characters, even though I can't necessarily remember their names. And I'm hopeful for a sequel. You know, dinosaurs in Northern California. Maybe getting to see Chris Pratt's cabin and, you know, him with whatever lead female and new daughter. I mean, I guess technically they could go over the, you know, how do they end up legal guardians to her, but at the same point, I guess it's not too difficult, seeing as her grandfather, you know, was murdered, and then the guy that, you know, then became her guardian based on managing the estate, and, you know, being the murderer got dinosaured, so he's gone too. So I guess she's just an orphan, so it might not be too difficult. But yeah, I mean, so Clone Girl maybe would be involved, of course, with them, I hope, moving forward. But yeah, I hope they do a sequel. I did enjoy the movie. Anyways, now to, I guess, move on with my day. And since I'm at a bit of an unusual location, went a little further out to get here, I decided I'm gonna walk around a bit. I know there's some restaurants and things. Obviously I don't want to spend too much, but I want to go get something. You know? Check the place out. See what I can eat. This place is kind of cool though. All those are residences. And they have like all these shops and businesses down below. Like the parking structure out back. They have the theater. All sorts of places. And I was looking at the directory for somewhere that I would like to go here. And there's Five Guys burgers and fries. And I was like, I've had that once before. It was pretty good, I think. I don't remember if it was affordable or not. I hope it is, because that's where I'm going. And here we are. Five Guys. Burgers and fries. No, it wasn't the most affordable. It was 13 bucks. And I got a small fry. And then a burger, which I did get to customize. So I think that's the thing I liked, is that I get to customize the burger. And so I get stuff on it that I don't usually get. So that'll be nice. But again, 13 bucks is a little much for me to be spending right now. But you know what? I'm going to enjoy it. Alright. So now I remember. It wasn't that it was affordable. It's that it really tasted good. So, because it did. It was a good burger. I think it's really just, they do things like I can get grilled onions and jalapenos and green peppers on the burger. I got that all along with some barbecue sauce, and it was wonderful. Wonderful cheeseburger. And you don't have those options a lot of places. So, it was a good burger, but yeah, 13 bucks for that. A small burger, small fries, and a drink. More than I'd have liked to have spent, but it was good, and now I'm gonna head out. Probably stop by a grocery store on the way home, get some groceries that I've been eating. Home and continuing editing the video. I feel like I might, once I get all the sections edited, I might have to try and cut some more stuff out, because it's staying longer than it maybe should. Alright, and it took quite a bit of time. Admittedly, it could have taken less time. I didn't have to put as much time in editing that. I got to a point where I knew there were like clips that were like 10-minute long clips that I was like, I'm not going to use anything from this clip. But I have it, and I listened to it just so I could enjoy it again. But it is edited, and so that's a good thing. Now, I'm getting ready. I'm actually going to head over to my mom's. Sounds like she's getting rid of some stuff out of her kitchen. I might take some of it. And there we go. Got a big stack of new stuff that my mom was getting rid of. Basically, she's getting her cabinets all redone, like refinished. And so in order to do so, she's having to take everything out of them. And she has been complaining for ages about how she has too much stuff in her cabinets and she can't find anything. So she's taking this opportunity of having everything out to go through and decide all the things she either has too many duplicates of or just doesn't need or whatever it may be. And before getting rid of this stuff, she's like, hey, if you need anything, let me, we'll go through it. And yeah, it's just some extra pans, bigger bowls, a couple things that I'm like, yes, I will keep this mug that most likely I got her at some point for a holiday. Just because I'm like, any Disney mug, I'm like, no, don't get rid of those. I like those. As a child, the reason I got them for you is because I liked them. And when you're a kid, that's what you think. I thought, well, Mom drinks coffee. I like Disney. She needs Disney coffee mugs. Anyways, so I got all that. It's now getting late. I might be able to get the vlog I edited uploaded. I might just have to wait till tomorrow. I'm not really even sure at this point. I'm tired. All that stuff will need to be washed before I can use it, but I don't got the energy or time to be getting things put in the dishwasher. I'm pretty much headed to bed. So thank you for joining me, and join me as my journey continues. Bye.